Welcome back, everyone. Let's talk about braids. There are waterfall braids, rope braids, fishtail braids, even the good old French braid. Sure, it's not rocket science, but have you ever tried an upside down French braid bun? Not easy, my friend. So hairstylist Sal Leonetti is here now to teach the basics of braiding your own hair with his lovely model, Maria, his wife. And I want to start, Sal, by just talking about the fact that even though black women have been braiding hair from the beginning of time, braids are for all hair types. Am I right?
They can complement all different types of hair, just depending on how you're doing them and how you're using them. So if you have finer hair and you want to bring in that little extra texture or even get some curl out of the hair after a braid comes out, it's a great option. If you have medium thick to super curly textured hair, it's a good option because you can create some great designs on your head with braids, some great accessorizing with braids, and it's a great way to condense your hair on a really hot day sometimes.
So I started practicing braiding on my Barbies, and it was the very classic braid. So maybe you can start by teaching us that one.
Absolutely. I'm going to show you the very basics of a braid done two ways. Okay, so I'm just going to have Maria turn around. Now this is the basic, this is the foundation on how all braids start. Okay, so I'm going to take this section of hair and I'm going to divide it into three sections. Okay, so this is the first classic braid that I'm going to do, and this one's done by going right over middle and left over middle, right over middle and left over middle, so on and so forth, and you bring that all the way down, and it's pretty basic, it's pretty simple, and it's really pretty. Okay, now the next one I'm going to show you is done with the same three sections. Okay, this one is the reverse classic braid, but instead of going over the middle, you take your three sections and you go right under middle, left under middle, and this is a great looking braid because this one gives you a bit more definition, and it exposes kind of the spine of the braid, the back side of the braid, which makes some really nice detail.
These are good lessons. Now let's level up. Let's just take it up a notch and get Maria to do her own braid, and this is going to be a French braid.
This is going to be her do-it-herself French braid. She does it all the time. I think she's very excited to do it. And let's kind of walk you through that, okay? So I'm going to focus on the front and make sure that she likes what's happening in the front because that's what people are seeing initially, right? So once she's happy with that and she grabs her sections, she wants to work with bigger sections. When you're doing a self braid, especially if you're not very well versed in it yet, it helps to use bigger sections because it provides a bit more control as you're doing your braid, and it makes sure that you don't get lost in the middle of all of it. Okay, so the difference between this braid here and the one that I just did, every time she goes over, she grabs a little bit of hair from each side and she works that all the way down until she has no more hair to attach, and then just continues that braid right down until she's done all the hair.
I think that is so cool. It's actually kind of mesmerizing watching her do that.
There's great techniques to just kind of take the ends of where it's been looping around each other and just kind of zhuzh that out to open that braid up a little bit and give it a little bit of a different look, and just kind of be creative with it. You know, Tracy, I think she did a really nice job. What do you think of that?
Major props to Maria. I mean, you guys parenting 3 kids and doing amazing braids on national television. I give it up to you both for that. That is a great little lesson. Just watch it again and again and again, and that'll be your French braid tutorial. Thanks so much to both.